Yo. Yo. Okay, perfect. Oh, snap. Yo, Nightmare. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry about... I'm trying to get all of this stuff going. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening. I guess in your case. Did you see that game yesterday? What game? The new Dreamcast game. I did see that you mentioned that, but I did not get a chance. What a Dreamcast game was it? I'm sorry. I'm like trying to make sure that I cover my bases on all this stuff. It's a horror like Silent Hill game. What is it called? White Creek. All right, you know what? Let's check it out. I'm trying to like I finally got everything situated. Let's hang out. I'm going to be chilling for Oh man, did I not I didn't even change my Twitch. Fuck. I'm over here like 3 steps behind. 1 second, guys. Why is it 60? Why is it 1080p at 50 FPS? What the heck is this? That doesn't make any sense. Let me check out. Let me check it. Check it. Check it. It says, does that say Dreamcast? All right, let me check. Damn, this is some old. This is some Silent Hill type shit. Very Eternal Darkness, baby. How are they making? Oh wait, how are they just making a game for Dreamcast? Also, I think Dreamcast is very easy to make games for because you just need to put it on a CD and it works right out of the box. I remember when I was a kid and me and my friends would make games for the Dreamcast. Not make games, but we would download games from the Dreamcast, and all you needed was a CD-ROM burn disc, and then you could put like Dreamcast games on it. And there was no DRM, so everything worked. So everybody had just fucking lists of different games. Go to the comments and you'll see the maker confirming it. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I was looking at it. It says, does that say Dreamcast? Oh, you guys can't see it. Does that say Dreamcast? Dreamcast. Clicked only because of Dreamcast. Looking forward to this one. For those who are curious, yes, this is getting a native Dreamcast version. Pretty wild. A Sega Dreamcast in the Big 26 world is healing. Dreamcast 2026. Is that the Dreamcast logo? Dude, all right. You know what? I could get behind the idea of retroactively adding games to older consoles. I think that's probably a good get, to be honest. But it looks very interesting. I do like the concept. And it's an older, it kind of works in that nature of being a older type of game, especially when it comes to looking like Silent Hill. Okay, we're gonna be hanging out for a bit, probably a few hours. I want to hang out. I want to chill. I'm gonna watch some videos, and then we're gonna play. I'm gonna react to some videos, and then we're gonna jump over. I might play some Battlefield 6, or we move over and play some more Tears of Metal. I'm only mentioning it's gonna be a short stream, just like prior, probably like a 4-hour streamish. I really have to get some videos out. Like you know what's crazy? What sucks quite a bit? It's like when you're editing something and you're watching it and you just don't you're like trying to cut down this content and make it as best as possible. And to be honest, it just kind of sucks. It doesn't really hit. And I'm really all last night after I got off, I was editing one video trying to figure out where I can go with it, make it look good. And I might post the video still. I probably will, just to kind of give myself some relief and some clarity and some closure on the video. So, but, for me personally, it's just tough. It's tough when you're editing something and you just don't like it. And maybe it's just the style of how I'm editing that I don't see the vision. But some things don't work, but some things do work. You just have to kind of figure it out and edit it down. But we'll see. I'm done half-assing some videos. So I got to spend some time editing. I got to spend a lot more time editing. But yeah. Did Chick-fil-A got hit? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Malware bites? Oh, San Diego Comic-Con's also happening this weekend. Okay. How's work going? I mean, it's going. You know, I'm working 2 different jobs at the moment. Not like a consistent 2 different jobs, just casually. I'm working one job with my my roommate, thankfully. Shout out to him. He's helped me out so much in getting this. And then, you know, my roommate and my other friend, I'm working at their job just part-time, just trying to so I can get some things going. And then I'm working like casually at events trying to get more work, which it sucks because I'm spending a lot of time just working and trying to get things done. I wish I was able to like have one singular job and then come home and then work on work on like my side projects, but at this point I just need to make money. I have to pay rent and stuff like that. It's just it's what it is. It can be a little stressful, but I have a great support system for all of my roommates. If I needed anything, I know that they would 100% be happy to help me. So, and they'll understand a lot of different aspects of my life that I'm extremely grateful for. So, honestly, thank you to them. Thank you to all of them. Okay, I got a list. I got a list of videos we're going to be hanging out and watching. So, also, I need to clean up my watch later. Okay. This is one of my favorite guys. I've been watching his videos a while now. Hold on. It's been a little while. Okay. Let's jump over to a new video. This is... Oh, sorry. Let's jump over to a new video. This is... I spent the last 3 months clearing my backlog by Next Up and Next Up Games Plus or Game Plus. I have a consistent issue, at least for myself, when it comes to backlogs. It's really hard, but I think just for me, the website Backlogged has helped me out so much to kind of staying on track on playing these older games that I've been wanting to play, you know, making notes and also just taking the time to put them in my backlog. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So let's check it out.
My backlog is huge. Years and years of games I've bought, played for a little bit, then dropped for one reason or another. My last backlog video did pretty well, and I spent over a year tackling the most mid games on the planet. At least that's how the comment section put it. Well, guess what? I'm continuing that journey this year, tackling games one by one, even the most mid-slop you can possibly imagine. I've already had a pretty successful start.
Division 2 is this Division 2? This looks like Division 1, actually. Either way, dude. Going back and playing Division 1 was so much fun.
The past 3 months, I've completed 10 games that are both old and new. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? I started out 2026 in the mood for a looter shooter. I know, what a surprise if you've been watching this channel for a while.
What's crazy is Division 1. See? Why is this music not working?
Well, now, you know that's kind of my thing. The looter shooter genre, however, at this point is kind of bare bones. There's really no fresh blood anymore, and the games that already exist are good enough, I guess, but either way, I decided to go back in time a little bit. So the first game I ended up playing was The Division 1. I had bought this game way back when it first released, and I remember actually liking it, but I never got around to finishing it. So
Division, I'm telling you, let me just relay this information. Division 1 is such a fantastic game. I went back and played The Division earlier this year, actually, and I had such a good time. It was so much fun. And it still really hits, honestly, and it's a beautiful game. I think they just added 60 FPS mode to the consoles, so there's no crossplay, I don't think, but
it sat dormant in my backlog for what's basically a decade at this point, and that's exactly how lengthy backlogs get built. So, what made me even want to go back to this game? Well, Ubisoft, like they always do, dropped a 60 FPS patch update for this generation of consoles. So it was a perfect time for a fresh start. I ended up spending a lot more time in the game than I had ever anticipated. Now, the story itself for The Division 1 was okay, and learning about the origins of the pandemic that basically wiped out millions was pretty interesting. The main thing that pulled me in was the amazing rendition of what is basically a post-apocalyptic New York City. I talked about it a lot in my reviews, so I won't rehash much of what I said, but it was an absolute treat to roam around in the big city. Nighttime was especially good. The mission designs were some of the best I've ever seen, and everything, even the most mundane rooms, were so finely detailed. The gameplay is your pretty standard cover-to-cover shooter, and there's a very solid loot game underneath it all. I finished the campaign and found myself deep in the end game, spending many hours rotating through all the activities available to me. What's interesting is that the game still has an active player base, and new people are still signing up as Division
1 still has so many people playing it. And people still play the Survivor game mode. You know, I assume that everybody's getting ready for the Survivor game mode that's coming to Division 2, but holy crap, this community behind Division 1, and then, Division also has a mobile game that's just came out, Resurgence. I played it a little bit. They also have a PC client for it, but honestly, the Division IP is probably the best thing that Ubisoft has, other than, I guess, the remake of Black Flag. But I think the Division is the best. So yeah.
Agents. So if you ever find yourself wanting to be in New York City, then there are others still around. I enjoyed my time with The Division quite a bit, and personally, I would rate it an 8 out of 10. I know what you're thinking. He's probably going to play The Division 2 next. Well, you're kind of right, but you're also wrong, because the next game I completed in January was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Okay, that one's up. I played a little bit of this one. This one, I don't connect with the IP at all, like at all. I think the open world nature of it's a very Ubisoft centric type of game, but I think the Avatar IP has like long sailed for me. Like I enjoy the movies. That's about it. They're fun spectacles.
2 for 2 on the Ubisoft game so far. So what brought me back to this game despite it being out for a couple of years now? Well, the new third-person update drew me in. Damn it, Ubisoft, you got me again. Once I made it out of the very lengthy beginning, I was pretty much hooked. I think the game honestly has one of the most beautifully designed open worlds in modern gaming. Just roaming through on foot or high in the sky was a fun and unique experience. The game really surprised me in some ways. I especially enjoyed the hunting and gathering aspect of the game, which is something I don't normally interact with in games that offer similar mechanics. Combat was tight and fluid. I think the third person update helps a ton in creating a more free-flowing experience. I ended up finishing this game in about 23 hours or so, and that meant focusing mainly on the main story. There is a ton of side content to tackle that likely would have taken me well over 50 hours to push through if I went that route. Overall, it was a pretty solid experience and one that I would recommend. I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. This one gets a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, are we out of the Ubisoft woods yet? Yes, we are, but temporarily. The next game I tackled wasn't just a
3?
single game.
No.
I decided to tackle an entire franchise. The Darksiders franchise. Man, let me tell you, I've never had so many ups and downs while playing games in a single trilogy the way I did with this series.
Darksiders is a fantastic franchise. I think the Darksiders 1, or I think it's either 1 or 2. I haven't played them in so long. I want to say 1 is good, 2 is okay, 3 is where it kind of falters. They also had a Darksiders like top-down ARPG. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember having fun with that one. But it was short-lived.
In January, I started with Darksiders 1. This was such a throwback to the PS3 era, which makes sense considering it was released for that, but one that I enjoyed thoroughly. Darksiders has always been a series that I've kind of overlooked. I remember buying the games after very steep discounts, but never even booting them up, kind of like what a lot of us do with the Steam sales. You buy a game because it's cheap, but it never gets installed. Anyway, Darksiders 1 has that old school PS2 era God of War mixed in with a little bit of Devil May Cry. I ended up really liking the story. It was far more involved than I had expected, and War was a pretty interesting character besides being one of the most stoic dudes on the planet. The combat itself was a high point for me. I likely didn't take full advantage of all the offerings as far as the movesets available goes, but I really had a fun time with it. Things did start to get a bit shaky for me, mostly in the game's mission design, where I would often have to go and collect 4 objects or close 4 portals. This crippled the experience a bit because it did get repetitive as the game went on. And the puzzles in this game are genuinely difficult. I mean, they are some of the hardest I've had to solve in these types of games, but I might just have room temperature IQ. That being said, the overall experience was a fun playthrough. I'd give Darksiders 1 a 7.5 out of 10, mostly weighed down due to its mission design. Well, it only makes sense that
It's definitely
I would
an
move
older
through the
game, too.
franchise sequentially, right? Wrong. I jumped ahead to Darksiders 3.
Darksiders 3?
The next game was Darksiders 2. And wow, I don't think I've been more impressed by a sequel this much. There is a huge jump in production quality going from the first game to the second game. Darksiders 2 opens up the world for you to freely travel through these huge regions. The landscape has this beautiful scale to it. The color palette is far more vibrant, moving away from the grays and browns of the first game. There is more depth to the combat system. There are more weapons to choose from. There's even a bit of build customization through the game's skill tree and loot system. I feel like you could just tell that the studio had a bigger budget for the second game and they went all in. Death is also a solid character as well, and the narrative ties very nicely to the first game, as does the third game, but we'll get that info soon enough.
Maybe we go back and play Darksiders 2. Damn. I feel like I faintly remember Darksiders 1. I don't remember 2. And then I watched reviews for the third one, I believe.
I don't know. I really ended up liking this game quite a lot, and it did end up being my favorite of the trilogy. This one gets an 8.5 out of 10 from me. We're still in the month of February where it is brutally cold where I'm from, which gave me all the more reason to stay home and play video games. Once the kids are asleep though. It was sad for me, however, that I spent the precious hour or 2 of gaming each night by playing Darksiders 3. I know I'll catch some flack for this from the Darksiders fan base, but that's fine. They already let it out in my trilogy playthrough video. Remember I said this series has a lot of ups and downs? Well, this is the down part. Darksiders 3 changes things up by following a Souls-like formula rather than the series' typical approach to gameplay. That means there's a currency you collect to level up by killing enemies, and the objective of this particular game is killing the 7 deadly sins, which are all these huge boss fights. The problem I had with this game was that it just wasn't good. The narrative was extremely weak, and yes, it takes place during the events of the first and second game concurrently, but Fury, who is the main character of this title, isn't really involved in the meta story. She's off on her own, attempting to do the bidding of the Charred Council. That's fine, but the game just feels so uninspired. The vibrant color palette of the second game is gone, replaced with more grays and browns. The combat mechanics feel more simple, there are less weapons to use, the level design is extremely weak, and overall the game just felt like 2 steps back. I don't know. I wasn't feeling this game at all, and personally, I would rate it a 5 out of 10. Well, that's the Darksiders trilogy. I'll soon be doing an entire video on the Darksiders franchise, which includes Darksiders Genesis, and I think I may have just broken a record for most times someone said Darksiders in 60 seconds. Anyway, remember when we left the Ubisoft realm? Well, we're getting pulled back into it. I started the year out by beating Division 1, so it was only right that I eventually got to Division 2. So here we are, late February and getting just one last game in. At this point, I sort of knew what to expect going in. A lot of the systems from the first game carry over to the second. There's a pretty fiery discussion amongst the Division fan base about which of the 2 games is better. Personally, after beating the Division 2 and also spending a substantial amount of time in the endgame, I found the sequel to be better in terms of gameplay, mechanics, and the build crafting system, but there are certain heights that the second game fails to reach in its environmental storytelling, level design, and overall feel that the first game sets such a high bar for. To add to that, the narrative in the second game is far weaker and honestly almost non-existent for the most part. The main story wraps up pretty quickly, and then you're pushed.
Hold on.
Into the endgame loop. Of course, the support for Division 2 is still ongoing. Ubisoft continues to push more updates.
I think he's 100% correct in that regard when it comes to Division 1 set the tone of the world. This world that is, brought down by this pandemic that's happening, and then it's just like we're in the midst of this pandemic, and it's I feel like in Division 1 we're very early on, like we're like probably like a couple months out from the actual outbreak happening. So that's why the world is so disfigured, or there's so many cars and people running around unsure and just fucking death and decay. This one is more like we're in like year or 2 deep into the pandemic, so that's why it doesn't have as much of a living story behind everything, and that is definitely a drawback to this game. But I think they just honed in on the proper amount for gameplay. I think that this game mechanically is so much better than the first game, but the story and the world building in the first game is so much better.
Updates in the form of new seasons and new DLCs, and most recently they introduced a realism mode where enemies die in a single headshot. I think overall the Division 2 is a very good game. It scratches the looter shooter itch really well for me, and to be honest, right now I think it's the best looter shooter someone can play. Borderlands 4 was a bit of a disappointment in my eyes. Warframe feels like I need a PhD in order to understand it, and Destiny's population continues to dwindle. I would give Division 2 an 8 out of 10. It is finally March, and I promise you will never guess which games I tackled next, because honestly, they weren't even in my personal list to tackle. As my usual video planning routine goes, I scroll through my backlog and find an interesting game to make a video on. A certain game caught my attention, and I was wondering what it was even doing in my library. That game being RoboCop Rogue City. Wait, what? Yeah, see, I bought this game on sale like a year ago, and I very vividly remember playing it for like 30 minutes and thinking, okay, this is pretty decent. I'll hop back on this tomorrow, only I never played it again. So it was finally time. RoboCop Rogue City feels like such a throwback game, not just because of the game's setting, but the whole mechanics that it's built around just feels like an Xbox 360 era type game. You go around completing missions, solving crimes, and literally blasting everyone and everything in sight. There are a good amount of weapons to pick up and use, blasting doors open never gets old, and the vibe of the game was very unique from just about everything I've played so far.
Is this the movie? Is this the movie? Is this the game where you like shoot somebody in the dick and then like they like say some line? I don't think I've actually ever seen. I don't think I've actually ever watched a RoboCop movie. Maybe I should change that.
In 2026. You might be wondering what even made me go down this route, but honestly, I needed a break from the longer and larger games, and Rogue City couldn't have been a more perfect avenue to go down. It was a quick 12-hour adventure, very little distractions, just main story focus with fun gameplay and a good challenge. I couldn't ask for anything more. I won't sit here and say it's an amazing game by far. It does have its pitfalls, mostly on the technical side, lackluster side quests, and the gameplay does in fact start to feel repetitive towards the end game. This one gets a 7 out of 10 from me. But wait, did you know that this game got a standalone expansion? Yeah, I didn't either until I was sitting on PSN scrolling around. Now, given the fact that I had been on a bit of a franchise completion streak, it was only right that I tackled the expansion as well. That meant I had to buy my first game of 2026, which was RoboCop Unfinished Business. Thankfully, it was on a big sale. The game is very similar to Rogue City, which shouldn't come as a surprise. It's a separate story, however, and the bulk of it takes place in only one location, which is a bit of a letdown. I think the expansion isn't as good as the base game, but it does add some new weapons to the mix, like this insane cryo launcher thing, and some finishers, but that's pretty much it. I ended up platinuming these games because they were so short, and also because I may have lost my mind, but the video is still on this channel. However, it might not be here for too long. Anyway, Unfinished Business gets a 6 out of 10 from me. We're still in March, and it was time for me to tackle a big game. That's right, I'm talking about Starfield. Man, the comments section on that Starfield video is wild. Starfield is probably one of Bethesda's biggest letdowns, and that's saying something, but I genuinely enjoyed my time with the game for what it was. I had never played the game before, and it was just sitting there on my Game Pass pretty much untouched, so I figured, why not? The one thing that hooked me personally more than anything was that sense of exploration that the game presented me with. I love space games, and being able to just land on planets and walk around or jump from system to system and see everything that they have to offer is something that is really right up my alley. The main questline, of course, was a disappointment. It just felt so disjointed, but what I really ended up enjoying were the faction questlines. This is where the game shines bright, and the factions were the highlight of the game for me. Starfield is a large game, and it's hard to ever say that I completed it fully, but I likely won't be going back to it given my remaining backlog and all the videos I want to make. It's a solid game that I know caused a major stir amongst the Bethesda crowd. For me, however, I would give it an 8 out of 10. That brings me to what I'm currently playing and will likely be wrapping up very soon, Crimson Desert. It's rare for me to fall in love with the game as much as I did with this one, and the funny part is I wasn't even hyped for it. I didn't follow the hype cycle. I genuinely did not care for it, but ended up buying it so I could make a video on it regardless. Imagine my surprise when I realized just how good it was. I'll be dropping a full video on this game really soon. Well, that's the first backlog update of the year. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you all in the next one.
First, I would like to say.
Okay, hold on. Wait, that one changed so quick.
My backlog.
Yeah, so Starfield. Yeah, Starfield was a game. Honestly, I went back and played Starfield, and I had some fun. I'm glad I got through the whole story of it. I don't think it was like too fun. Like I played through it, beat the campaign, and then I was pretty much done. I went back to play some DLC, and then I just could not get myself into the game. As for Crimson Desert, fucking amazing game with a terrible story. Terrible story, but gameplay mechanics and everything in between was so much fun, dude. If they do truly add a multiplayer add-on, multiplayer DLC, whatever, multiplayer something, I will go back and play this game with some friends. This game was so much fun, and I think, oh man, this is one of those games that I probably would end up doing a replay a fresh replay just to enjoy it again. But yeah, shout out to Next Game Up and Next Game Up Plus. Thank you so much for making. If you haven't seen, I spent the last 3 months clearing my backlog. He makes great backlog videos, and I definitely want to do more. I want to do more backlogs. So, anyway, shout out to Next Game Up. Thank you. What a great video. Cheers to him, man. Do do do. Okay, we're gonna watch another video. This gameplay overview from 3 weeks ago called Cinder City. We're gonna watch another video, a gameplay overview of this game called Cinder City. It is it's over by IGN. Cinder City is a new looter shooter, third-person open-world sci-fi co-op shooter developed by Big Fire Games. The genre as a whole, unfortunately, is in a stale spot. I'd like to think of the looter shooter genre as being like the MMO genre back in the day. MMOs are a lot more popular. Well, there's a lot more games coming out for MMOs now, and we're definitely in a better place than we were before. But the looter shooter genre, unfortunately, with the shutdown or the stop production of Destiny 2, kind of put a hamper into that. And, we only have Warframe, Division, and Borderlands basically at this point. So you could consider The Last Descendant a looter shooter also, but I don't really play that game that much. But let's check out Cinder City, official developer gameplay overview from 3 weeks ago.
Cinder City is a sci-fi cinematic TPS set in a dystopian near-future Seoul.
What the fuck is a TPS? Third person shooter. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm stupid.
The world of Cinder City is built around a single incident that takes place in the 23rd century.
Look how fucking sick this looks.
The course of 21st century history. In this altered world, Seoul has been devastated by mutated creatures and uncontrollable criminal organizations.
Is that a fucking bazooka?
Known as the Cinder Knights, remain humanity's last hope.
Oh man, I think this might be more Warframe than anything, but
To bring this desperate world to life as a game, Cinder City focuses on 3 core elements: a tense cinematic shooter experience, a massive open world, and large-scale multiplayer PvE. Players take on the role of Seven, a Cinder Knight, at the center of the story. The journey begins with a mission in Samsungdong to rescue his daughter Joy. And as the story unfolds, players uncover the hidden truths buried within the megacity of Seoul.
Dude, so sick.
And find themselves at the center of a conflict
I love
that'll
this.
determine the fate of humanity.
As
Why is
the
that
story
so
progresses,
loud? Holy
players
shit.
encounter a wide range of characters and follow the conflicts and histories woven around them, creating a narrative-driven structure that allows players to fully immerse themselves in each figure's story. Throughout that journey, we are building a variety of PvE, cooperative content,
Ooh.
and multiplayer systems that allow players to
Tanking.
collaborate, take on challenges together, and
Snipers.
experience a deep
Dude, this
sense
looks
of
so
accomplishment
sick.
through teamwork. To support this, our goal is to create an open world battlefield that is constantly evolving and expanding.
Set in another version of 21st century Seoul, a now dystopian world, Cinder City aims to bring together story, action, and cooperative gameplay into one connected experience. We plan to share more of the game and further updates through the official Cinder City Discord channel and other social media platforms. So be sure to follow us there to not miss out any info. We look forward to sharing more details of Cinder City with you soon.
Oh man, we're not gonna get it, and we're not gonna get any more info, dude. That looks so good though. Hold on, there's another video called Developer Preview. Let's watch it. Oh, sorry, is this the Developer Preview? Yeah.
Cinder City is a sci-fi cinematic TPS set in a
Did I just watch this? Oh no, it's the same one.
event that fundamentally changes
I
the course.
think that this game has like a very unique style, a very unique look that honestly is so refreshing. You know, I do like the Division hyper realistic aspect to it, but I think that this sci-fi fantasy looks so cool. Like I like more or less grounded sci-fi fantasy, I guess. Warframe is a little too sci-fi. You know, like ninjas and otherworldly things, but like I like this, like a very, I don't know, home style sci-fi. So almost like a modern day sci-fi. You know, there are robots and stuff, but it's not like far off into the future. And I think that the more games come out for looter shooters, I'm excited for, and I hope Cinder City is working. You know, does a great job, because I think this is Nexon. So I don't have a lot of. I believe this is Nexon, right? I don't have a lot of confidence in Nexon making making looter shooters or anything like that, but I hope that this game does well, and I hope it comes out soon, because I'm craving another looter shooter. I love looter shooters so much. PvE looter shooters, Destiny style games, Division, or you know, even Warframe. I do enjoy sometimes playing Warframe, but I want something like this. This looks so sick. But I'm excited to see how this goes, and I'm hopeful that they really hit it out of the park, because this genre really needs a refresh. Like a good looter shooter game to come out and people to dive deep, raids, dungeons, you know, tanking, DPS and stuff like that. This would be so sick. I think that I really hope that there's another big AAA studio working on a looter shooter. Like, Blizzard's working on their StarCraft game. I don't think it's a looter shooter, but it would be really cool if they dived into this genre, because I feel like, there's a big hole now that Destiny 2 basically is done production. So I'm hopeful. Let's hope that Cinder City actually comes out sooner than later, and it comes out well made. What the fuck? Hold on. What? Can I actually stream this, though? What the fuck? This is crazy, dude. Does this work? Hold on 1 second, guys. Guns the Duel is what the heck? Hold on. Yo, what up, Matt? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. I'm about to play like one character. Let me say this. Dude, what the heck? Let's rock. What the fuck? What year are we in right now? What the fuck? I'm about to get my fucking shit rocked. What? This is crazy. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Why the fuck was it saved? What the heck? Oh my god, yo. The sounds are so crazy. Hold on. What? Hold on. Why is it? This is fucking wild. Dude, there's a 16-player deathmatch. People still play Guns the Duel? Trying to find people. I just want to play. I'm about to get my shit rocked though. I haven't played Guns the Duel in fucking since I was in middle school. Inventory. Replay recording started. Why are we recording? Let's rock. Oh my god. Yep, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. What the fuck? What is going on? My God. I don't even know how to play this game anymore. I was never really good at this game in the beginning. How the fuck do you play this game? Oh my God. People are just fucking... what the... Okay. I don't even know how... what the fuck was the controls? Okay. Somebody's hacking already? Somebody's hacking in fucking Guns the Duel? I was never really good at this game. Oh my God, I suck. My God, dude, how do you even play this? Okay, so that... How do you even zoom? Okay, I gotta figure out. Quit game. I don't know how to... Oh my God, I quit the whole game. Fuck. Hold on, give me a second. Let me jump back in. I really want to figure out how to play this game again. This shit brought me back. The music brought me back like instantly. That was so funny. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Don't quit the game. Not yet. Is there really a... Is it a shop? Oh, damn. There's clans, a hideout. I want to play... I want to play like a custom... Oh, you could play gun game? Holy crap, Gunman. This is a league? What the fuck is a league? Shop, you can buy armor, melee weapons. Dude, revolvers, SMGs, shotguns. Holy crap. Not the dual blades. You have to level 5.
Let's rock.
Okay, so double click that. Okay, now I remember. Boom. That's how to dash. Okay, back to lobby. You need to use your melee weapon in order to dash. I have to change my inventory. Hold on. Let me just get a feel for it. It's a peer-to-peer system too. My God. How... I feel like I have to be like a Twitch shooter just trying to... Damn. I'm gonna break my keyboard trying to play this game. I keep on accidentally hitting my... Trying to fucking aim. What the fuck? My God. Okay. I just wanted to get a feel for it. That was, well, this is crazy to be back here playing this. That was an experience. I'm so confused. Okay, we're gonna jump into Hi Goxie. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Jake, drink some water, you dehydrated hoe.
Thank you, Goxie. Much love, much love. Thank you,
Hey,
thank
Jake,
you.
You should get up and stretch, or I will go all year butt on your ass.
Thank you, Goxie. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. I'm gonna jump into Battlefield 6. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna check out the new season. Good thing the bot actually said that you were live. All right, we're going to go check out Battlefield 6's new season. Hi, Goxie. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are we today? Not too bad, not too bad. How's work been treating you? Tiresome. Why is that? Working nighttime? Ooh. Why is that? What's going on with working at nighttime? Yeah, I've been enjoying a lot of Battlefield 6. It's been a lot of fun. I played some off stream, and I've just kind of been having a lot of fun playing this game. So we're gonna jump into the new map.
All call signs, you're clear to engage. We need to hold more objectives so our forces can take control of the battlefield. Move to attack the marked objective.
Woo! Okay. Sheesh! Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? God damn. I need my... I need this fucking... I need my screen to be like so much higher. Okay, sorry.
We currently hold more objectives. Our forces are close to taking territory. The enemy have taken more objectives.
Okay, we took over G.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Oh! Yo, that helicopter's dead.
Objective Foxtrot is in enemy hands.
Oh! Dude, you just fucking took me out. Yeah, they took... Dude, they're beating our ass already. It's all good, though.
Operating in your area. Be advised.
Oh, my God. Yo, who the fuck? Ah!
I need a fucking medic!
Move to attack the marked objective.
What a fucking G. I'm surprised you're not streaming the new Grim Dawn expansion. I haven't.
We now hold more objectives. Keep pushing.
I haven't gone through the replay of Grim Dawn. I was gonna wait until I finished it, until I got to the new expansion.
Delta has been lost.
I'm very excited to get it, but I think I'll just hold off for a bit until me and Jin are currently going through a full game replay of it. Once I get my character to max, once I get my character up to the level, I'll probably end up running through that expansion. I'm very excited to play it though. I just don't have, unfortunately, I don't have the money at the moment. Maybe after the next paycheck, I'll probably jump in.
We've lost control of Bravo. We hold a majority of objectives. Keep it up and we'll take ground.
Fuck. D? Okay. Didn't I just come from D?
Be advised, the enemy now controls more objectives.
Oh! Where the fuck? Oh my god, he died. No! Sheesh. Sheesh.
Be advised, hostiles attacking Bravo.
Dude, we are getting our shit rocked right now.
Be advised, the enemy now controls more objectives.
What? Okay.
Fuck, I'm bleeding out! Medic!
That guy's not gonna... Is he gonna pick me up? No, he's not. I'll wait.
Our forces are hitting Delta.
What?
We now hold more objectives. Our forces have neutralized Delta. Hostiles now hold more objectives. Out. Okay, Bravo has been secured. Attack support needed on marked objective.
What? Dude, I'm not doing too well.
Be advised, Delta is under attack.
Let's see if we can get up here.
We no longer control objective Delta.
Oh my god. Ugh. Dude, I'm... Is there anybody? No, there's nobody nearby. I have to run around with my squad. I feel like that's the only way I can...
We've neutralized Foxtrot.
They are beating the brakes off of us right now.
Be advised, objective Delta taken by hostiles.
Be advised, the enemy has taken Delta. The enemy is taking territory. Ignore Bravo and target all remaining objectives. We have secured more objectives. Let's hold it. Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Okay, okay, okay. We have D. Oh, there's... That motherfucker. Okay. That sniper is fucking...
We now hold objective Golf. Good effort.
I don't know if I can get up there before he snipes one of us. Let's just run back to F. Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Objective India captured by hostiles. We hold a majority of objectives. Keep it up and we'll take ground. We are moving on objective Foxtrot.
We've lost objective Delta.
Dude, this helicopter is crazy. Oh, fucking headshot. Damn. I feel like I'm just getting fucking domed piece, dude.
Foxtrot has been secured by hostiles.
Oh my god. I gotta look around before I shoot. Yeah, this is pretty tough. Okay. Ooh, this is a bad spot. Okay. Ugh.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
There's no way, right?
Medic!
Okay, well, never mind. There's also a fucking boat right here.
Pilots are ready to deploy.
Fuck.
Our forces have light armored vehicles cleared for combat.
Dude, whoever's repairing that helicopter is crazy.
Good work.
Oh, I got it. We're going to E right now? Oh, man.
Hostiles now hold more objectives. Out. Enemies are attacking objective Delta.
I'm gonna try to get E, but I don't know. There's so much, like, space between everybody. Good God. My time to kill is fucking cheeks, bro.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
Brother. Okay. This is pretty brutal right now.
We are moving on Delta.
Okay. I have not been getting jack shit.
All squads, heavy armored vehicles are ready for deployment.
Objective Gulf has been lost.
Watch my six!
Okay, our forces control more objectives than the enemy.
There's one guy here. Where is he? Oh, he's right there.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Our forces have neutralized Delta.
Oh, this is bad. What the hell? I couldn't even tell that was a guy. What is, bro? I hate this beach. I need to get off this beach.
Delta is under our control.
objective.
The fucking snipers are everywhere, dude.
Our attack on Foxtrot is underway.
Foxtrot has been neutralized.
Dude, people in planes are crazy in this game.
We've secured Foxtrot. We no longer control Delta. We've taken ground. Hotel has been removed. Target all remaining objectives.
Is that guy still over there?
Enemy have taken more objectives.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
I think I gotta change my weapon real quick. I do love this weapon, don't get me wrong, but... Maybe go DMR? I just need something a longer range. I had no cover.
All objectives. I say again, all objectives lost.
Oh, no, that's not good. We actually... Good God. Okay.
We are attacking objective Delta.
I killed it. I'll take it.
Prepare to attack and mark objective.
We gotta take over F at least. I think these guys won. Yeah, we were kind of getting our ass beat. Woo! How much more time to probably like 4 o'clock ish. I gotta get to sleep early tonight. Fuck. What comes with this DLC? Hold on. New environments, Crucible expanded, new regions, 3 new factions, 2 new roguelike dungeons. $60 new bosses, dude. What the heck? It's so quiet. You talking about the music? Yeah. Oh no, the stream. What do you mean the stream's so quiet? Came in at the transition. Ah, got you. Yeah. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, I think Goxie is right. Stuck at work, but we chilling. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you're hanging out. Appreciate it. I think Goxie is right. I think we do a fresh playthrough of Grim Dawn. If you guys don't know, Grim Dawn is a older let's start our fresh playthrough of Grim Dawn. If you guys don't know, Grim Dawn is basically a ARPG, older ARPG that came out, I think, in 2016, if I remember correctly. It'd be a lot of fun just to make a new character and start the journey through all the way up, leading into the new DLC that just came out. This is the first new DLC in a long, if I remember correctly. This DLC came out in 2026. The last one came out in 2019. All right? Yeah, the last one came out in 2019. So it's been a long time coming. So if we start a new playthrough, I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh, they have a new screen. What the heck? Hop on Avatar Legends, dude. Fighting games, I'm complete ass at. I have a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of fun. Avatar, didn't it get pushed back? Didn't it get delayed? I thought it was supposed to come out soon. All right, we're gonna name this character GesonoStream. Came out today? I thought it got delayed. What the heck? No. I'm gonna look at this real quick. Oh, it did come out today. I hear good things, though. A lot of people really enjoy it. I have a friend that's playing it right now as we speak, so. Oh, they changed there's a veteran, there's a normal. I'm going for Ozai after work. Wow, man, that's sick. I hope you enjoyed the game. Have you been playing the beta for it? Loot quality, monster damage, monster health, 10% bonus. Let's play it on veteran. Crucible, there's a main campaign. I have not been engrossed in another very expensive genre. Card collecting? What is another expensive genre? MMOs? Sim racing? Oh, dude, yeah, no. That's a massive, massive expense. Ooh, is this a new intro?
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this, but the bonds hold for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
I didn't mean to click on that. Fuck. I got addicted. How'd you end up getting addicted? Welcome to Grim Dawn 1.3. The game UI has been refreshed with new visuals. You can opt back to the classic HUD layout in the interface options. Ooh.
Still drawing breath, I see.
This has changed quite a bit.
Bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life. You were possessed, so we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Where can I find the captain?
He's up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
Started with rally, with going through a forest at 200 miles per hour. Now I'm doing circuit and endurance racing on a team. Hey, nice. That sounds sick. I'm glad that you found some enjoyment with sim racing, even though it's a very expensive hobby. Let me change. No, everything's fine.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally, I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable. Someone with nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the Burial Hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the Burial Hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Where can I find Burial Hill?
You'll need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms, too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
I'll find what's reanimating those corpses. Yeah, I've got like 1K to go. I want to build a full sim rig. I got the wheel and pedals, etc. So you need like the actuators and the actual seat and shit. So. Holy crap, I'm missing everything. What games do you typically play when you're playing sim racing? Oh my god. Okay, I'm missing a lot. Yeah, I'm going triple monitor with aluminum cockpit, then I'm done. Only. How much is that gonna cost you? Okay, these guys are fucking strong. I forgot that I was playing on veteran for a second. Oh my god, I already died. Maybe we change that real quick. Can you change it? I thought you could. I guess you can't? Well, hold on. It says depending on the seat, I'm trying to keep the cost low. I'm estimating like 600. Yeah, that is an extremely expensive hobby. Dirt Rally 2, EA or WRC, Assetto Corsa Rally, and the most recent is Layman's Ultimate. Oh, Berserker is the new class. I hope that you don't spend too much, but I hope that you get exactly what you want from the experience. Berserkers are brutal, unflinching defenders of Askarn that have embraced the beast god Mog Dorgan's gift to shapeshift into furious beast-like forms. They harness the bitter, unforgetting winds of Astarkarn to infuse their weapon and shatter their foes. When they are not assuming their werewolf forms, berserkers bring down their prey in savage dual weapon combat, but any weapon can prove deadly in their capable hands or talons. Ooh. I think Oathkeeper is the paladin class that came out with the last expansion, so I might go Oathkeeper. Loom has another world. It has 30 to 60 minutes racing, and then the weekly is 1 hour with 3 to 6 hour ones on weekends for champions. They're testing a 24-hour one as well. I might be good on that one. 24 hours? Like like a 24-hour race? Like I can't remember what that race was called, but it's like an actual 24-hour race. So you have to do it in like spurts with 3 people. Or is it just like a 24-hour window that you guys do those races in? You can do you can or solo. Okay. What am I gonna choose? I would like to. I want to try the new class, but at the same time, I might go Oathkeeper, to be honest. Let's go Oathkeeper. But also a formidable weapon. This is a shield bonus. Hurl your magic. Oh yes. Oh yeah, no, you sit there for 24 hours. Yo, that's crazy, dude. I never thought I'd be endurance racing, but their community is so welcoming. Oh, that's so nice. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. That's dope. Especially if you find a great community that's just all about very, bringing everybody together and enjoying the same thing, you know? Okay, I have to... where's my loot filter? There it is. Doing shield, armor's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. What do I want to do? I kind of want to do a bleed build also. Bleed, physical, maybe no. Show or vitality decay. Dude, electrocution. Oh, that'd be kind of sick. Okay, let's do that for now. Rally has a good community too, but their games are older, so they aren't as active. What's the most active community at the moment? What is this? Let's change this one to Righteous Fury. Okay. I'd say iRacing, but the problem with that game is that you have to buy individual cars. Oh man, that sucks. It seems like, you know, there is an active community for every single kind of racing game. And I think that... I think that's sick. You know, I've only messed around in Assetto Corsa, mainly because me and my coworkers like have to work in it to like customize maps and stuff like that. So that's about the most I know from racing games. What is this? Oh. Yeah, racing sims are so cool, honestly. Funny thing I would say, I'm not a car person either. Ah, then how'd you get into like racing sims? I just find racing really fun. Oh, nice. How do you determine what kind of car to drive then? YouTube? Oh, nice. How'd you end up getting? Oh, like the GT3, the lower class, the BMW is good for beginners. How'd you end up getting into racing? Just like tried it one day and then you kind of just hit home for you? That means we have to go back, way back when I was a kid. My dad used to drive me around town in a 1996 Chevrolet. So I started on Euro Truck and started seeing a bunch of rally videos. Dude, that sounds sick. People flying in the forest at 200 miles per hour, and then the engine. Started watching real rally. Yeah. Honestly, rally racing is kind of crazy. How fast they fly through those forests, and then like stop on a dime. Stop on a fucking dime. Hit corners going so fast. Oh my god. Well, thankfully I have a teleport, right? Let's teleport to Burial. I never was a fan of drifting, but their style of drifting is more of a purpose. Makes it look 10 times cooler to me. I need to do it and bought my setup a month later. That's fucking sick. That's so sick. I'm glad that you found, you know, an enjoyment as interesting as you know, sim racing. Brother, what is going on? I played Euro Truck for like a week, and my uncle's still on ATS. What is ATS? Oh my god, Blaze. American Truck Simulator, yeah. You know what's crazy? American Truck Simulator, and well, you're on top of that, like Euro Truck Simulator, is actually pretty fun. And I hear, you know, I remember watching a friend playing Euro Truck Simulator, and then hearing the music, like the actual like radio stations, was so good, actually. Plus, I love the idea of oh, you know, I feel like I should just fucking take out all of this and just wear whatever's coming towards me right now. What is this? Is this a bleed? Hell yeah, brother. So yeah, something I love about the Truck Simulator community is the online aspect of all of them. How much they get into Truck Simulator, and it looks so sick. I used to sit back and just listen to those radio stations all day. Yeah, they have some amazing radio stations. It's for a year on a controller. Played Euro Truck Simulator 2 for a year on controller with their German ads. How'd you end up popping into my stream? I'm kind of curious. Obviously, I'm not playing like a racing sim or anything like that. I always see your stream, but just not on games I'm currently playing. So I saw just chatting as a way to insert myself. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you came in and hung out. I appreciate you, man. And honestly, thank you for sharing your love for racing sims. Like, I'm a huge Xenoblade fan, but I dislike 1. Wow, that's very surprising. I hear like almost the opposite. I hear 2 is okay, 3 is good. Oh no, 3 is okay. 3 gets a little gotcha-y. But I personally haven't played all of them. I still need to finish. I still need to finish 1. X. I hear X is really good. And X sounds like it'll be so much fun. I love that aspect of Dragon's Dogma style of pawns, where people rent out your pawns and stuff like that. X2, Torna 3, 1. Wow, that's very surprising. Yeah, I have not. For X, I'll just say I love Gundam, and that'll tell you why I love X. I completely understand. Gundam's sick. The mix and match you could do was amazing, and it sounded like a fighting game. X was the one that was on the Wii U, right? With the Gundam on the front. I don't know how it correlates with the overall Xenoblade game. And it's like a pseudo multiplayer, isn't it? That announcer was the coolest thing. Yeah, X was on Wii U. Yeah, I've never. T Baggins, one of the another chatter. He came in. He was gushing about X constantly, and it made me really invested in the idea of playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. They did come out with the remaster for the Switch. I haven't played through it yet, though. X is king? See? Another person saying that X is a fantastic game. So, I mean, I have to check out Xenoblade Chronicles X. I just love the idea behind the game. How does it correlate with the story, though? Well, I don't know what any of the other stories, you know, go with each other. So I've only played Xenoblade Chronicles. And I will judge you on if you like the main town's OST. Is it a bad OST or a good OST? Because let me tell you, that first game's OST was so good. It's divisive. Okay. And you'll get all the quality of life features? I don't know, man. The OST for the first game is so good, so I'm hoping that it stays true throughout the whole series. Yeah, so party members in the old one didn't get XP if you didn't fight with them. In the old ones, dude, that's that Pokemon effect right there. The old Pokemon, not the new ones. I hated that. I understand. I feel like we've grown past to the idea of having to grind out many different levels just to level up everybody in your party. And to add another member to the party, you'll have to go through the exact spot in HQ to add them. And that HQ is ginormous. Was this for X? They changed that. That's good. Quality of life improvements. Yeah, for X. Okay. You could just do it in the menu. Thank God. I know they made a lot of improvements for burn damage, physical damage. Okay. So many under-level people for story quests for me. I'm picking for characters I like to play, and that's why I also love 2. I got to play who I liked. I can't stand Shulk. No offense. Hey, no. Shulk is a interesting character. I think towards the end of the game, I enjoyed him a lot more. But yeah, I think in the beginning, for me personally, He wasn't the best protagonist. I think the characters around him were a lot better. Like Rain, I fucking like Rain is my boy, dude. He's hard-headed, he's stupid, but he's also loyal. So I understand not liking Shulk. I think Shulk over time grew on me. Play in Japanese to save your ears. Who is the best protagonist in all of Xenoblade? God, why is this? Dude, he drops so much shit. Holy crap. Okay, let's level up. Why can't I level 12? $66 armor. Hell yes. Fire resistance, defense abilities. I'll take it. Loaded question. I know. I'm not going to know a lot of these protagonists other than Shulk, so you might have to explain to me why, without going into spoilers. Say without gonging, I'd say JP, Rex, then Adam. Okay. So Elma is X. She's gonna start. She's starts with you. Okay. Rex, I can't say much, but wow. Is Rex from 2 or X? Hunting, what is this? 40? No. Offensive abilities, though. I'll put these shoulders on. Any kind of shoulders help. Rex is 2, Adam is Torna. Honorable mention, Nina from 3. I mean, like, what drew you to the world of Xenoblade? Was it just like the story? Was it the characters? The world? I assume it's like all of them, right? Because something I've learned from Xenoblade, just overall, was just how massive and realized the world was. Funny story. 2 was my first. And the first time I tried it, I hated it. Oh, okay. Dude, I need fucking physical what? But then I actually sat down and gave it a good try, and then made my own team with different combos. And oh man, that announcer. Animation canceling helped a lot too. There's animation canceling? Okay, we gotta head back. It insanely felt like I was playing a fighting game, like I'm wave dashing in Smash or something. Oh, dude, that's sick.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source? A creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Welcome to Devil's Crossing. I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with
Wave
your fellow
dash.
survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you.
That's crazy. I wouldn't expect a Xenoblade Chronicles type of game to do like canceling, animation canceling, and having that deep of a combat curve.
That's what we need stashed. It's safe with me, promise.
Yeah, two ruined RPGs for me. Only one that has come close to that lately is Visions of Mana.
Welcome to my workshop. Rift, you don't remember. You'll be... Did you bring back the Aether? Excellent. I have to...
Dude, 45, that's crazy. Visions of Mana has that, like, kind of same, like, in-depth fighting style. I've never played Visions of Mana either. Okay, where am I going? Okay, we're going back up here, I guess. Oh, mix and match play styles. I changed so much in that game, and I was having a blast. So once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I should definitely play Xenoblade Chronicles X. Is that correct? I would say so. Good, because I was already planning on it. It's loosely tied, so it's... Is it... So it's a good deviation. Loosely, how so? Is it... I assume that it's in the same world, just completely different characters and years ahead or something. Years ahead or years behind, I'm not sure. It's a part of the whole, but doesn't have major impacts like 1, 2, or 3. Okay. I gotta sell all these. Sell? Okay. Cool. I think that, too, you know, you have, honestly, you have convinced me so much more to play Xenoblade Chronicles X. And then go back and reconsider, and like playing the other Xenoblades. Mainly I started with 1 because it was the start of the story, but also a lot of people were talking about how much they enjoyed it. And you are like, honestly, you are the first person that I heard that that didn't like the first one, which is fine. I completely understand. But I'm excited to try out the other games, especially with Xenoblade Chronicles X being on the Switch. I think there's a Switch 2 edition now also. I also really like 3, but the characters can be a little bland. Ah, I gotcha. I can't stand swords. So, for 1, sorry. Segways. Forcing me to play with the sword instantly turned me off from 1. Ah, okay. How, like, Shulk is basically... you can't play with anything else when it comes to Shulk. I understand. That's why I couldn't get into Witcher either. But all because of requiring to play with swords. Man, Witcher is so good though. Like the story is just so fucking good, and then the DLC is so good. I completely understand the combat being being a turn off because it is floaty and weird, and you're basically pirouetting everywhere. So I understand that. But man, the story is just so good. You should do yourself a favor and just like watch a playthrough of the story without any combat, and I think that you'll enjoy it a lot. Especially if you enjoy story-driven narrative games. He should be a master of all weapons. I look for mods all the time. I want to play it. I read the books. You read the books? I didn't. I've never read those books. I love obscenely large hammers. And great swords are just super unique looking weapons. Just in any you know, any RPG game. Big weapons are sick, especially hammers. I can get behind that. I love like ranged weapons. I love guns. I love like bow and arrows, like very cool looking bows. It's Dynasty Warriors' fault. I grew up with it. Dynasty Warriors is a fantastic series too. Mine is launchers. So like big ass rocket launchers. Give me a cannon. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So like Monster Hunter, like Gunblade type of experience. Gigantic ray guns. That's dope. One second, guys. I'm gonna move this over here. Man. What game has a gigantic ray gun? Oh, Phantasy Star Online. You're right. My swole brother, I believe you require a game title change. Did I not? I did not. What the heck? I thought I changed it. Thank you, Link. I appreciate it. I didn't realize I was still in just chatting. PSO, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Can I be vulnerable for a second? Maybe not vulnerable, but like PSO, specifically Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2, are my favorite games of all time. It's like what harkened back to the idea of why I fell in love with multiplayer games. That's why, look, if you see, you guys can't see, but I have a Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 shirt on right now, actually. You guys can't see it. Hold on. Fuck, I have to fucking stand up. You see? This shit is like I fucking love Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. Honestly, fucking a spectacular game. And it's what brought me to multiplayer RPGs constantly. I remember watching my cousins play the GameCube version, and I was like, yo, you guys can play couch co-op, split screen co-op on this RPG game. Everybody has their own inventory. Everybody's leveling up. This is fucking sick. I played so much PSO2. It was unhealthy. PSO2 is so good, though. Especially when it came out to the States. I think when it came out to the States in 2020, me and my friends played a lot of that. We played a lot of Blackjack in the casino. We played. I have a Japanese PS Vita copy of Phantasy Star Online 2 because I went to Japan and my friend brought it back for me. It was so sick. I fucking loved that so much. Phantasy Star, yes. Blue Burst. I always wanted to get into Phantasy Star Online, but never did. I mean, you could still do it. I recently went through Phantasy Star Online. What is it called? What's the new version of Phantasy Star Online 2? Can't remember off the top of my head. That one was meh. I mean, I understand, but I still had a lot of fun. I think the combat is just something that I just really enjoyed. New Genesis, thank you. It is very meh, but it is fun. Gameplay-wise, it was so much fun. Just running around in this open world, jumping around. I went back, I want to say like a month ago, and I just started playing through it because I was really looking for an MMO that I can dive deep or, you know, sink my teeth in, and Phantasy Star was like that type of combat that I wanted to play. I missed the ships. I mean, technically, like, if you download Phantasy Star Online New Genesis, you could still play Phantasy Star Online 2. You just, like, when you go into the menu, you click on Phantasy Star Online 2, and then it brings you over to the old version of Phantasy Star. The old version.
Have you happened to...
Oh, I know. Just everyone went over. Just not the same. It's true. There's still a community of people on there. They're just like crazy power leveled. Not the same. We had to hide our chats on the JP version. I forgot what the mod was to play on the JP version. It was just it was so much fun though. I remember Phantasy Star Online 2 first came out to an Xbox. You couldn't play anywhere else, so you had to get an Xbox. So I specifically during the pandemic I bought a old white Xbox, like Xbox One, and I just to play Phantasy Star Online 2. Bleed damage? Maybe I'll do bleed damage. Oh, wrong one, sorry. That Sonic event made me hate that song. I just loved I love the community behind Phantasy Star Online. It was just so, everybody was so, you know, everybody wanted to do these events. I remember hearing like an urgent event happening all the time. I remember the concerts that would happen in the main area. Am I fucking dying? Hold on. Acid damage, dude. That's pretty sick. I gotta sell all this stuff though. Weird thing was I never clicked with anyone. I think the closest community I had in a game was RF Online, then Tales of Pirates. Dude, RF Online, holy crap. Let me tell you, as a kid, RF Online, my cousins, the same cousins that showed me Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2, played RF Online. And all I saw from that game was him mining. And I was like, dude, people go online and just mine for hours. I just remember that specifically. RF Online, I understand why you liked RF Online because of the Gundam, the mech suit Gundam thing. I completely understand. Am I thinking of another RF Online? Told you, man. RF Online is so sick, though.
Did you get the scrap? Perfect. Well, since I'm cleared for this key,
RF Online was a special moment, but that was like way back. That was like in the early 2000s. I think. I got paid. I got paid to protect the lobby areas. Oh, how so? What's over here? Hold on. There's a quest. So the top guild taxed everyone and made a ton of money because they were Archons. But it made a deal for a salary and lower taxation for my guild to protect the lobby areas. We were the short bus crew. Dude, that's sick. Honestly. I think that's one of the reasons why I loved MMOs so much, is because like the stories that happen behind the scenes, or like the things that happen, like the dynamics of like guilds, or dealing with like newbies, or just like the, you know, the interpersonal relationships between members and things like that. Those elections were rigged. I didn't speak Tagalog. I know a little though. Are you Filipino? I didn't realize there was a big Filipino pop. I didn't realize there was a big Filipino population playing RF online, but all the top guilds were Filipino. That makes it even funnier. Man, they had a huge pop in the game. Oceanic servers, man, I guess. It was, you're playing RF Online, or I don't know. What was another like oceanic, very populated game? Gunbound? Was Gunbound one of those games? I think PH servers are still up. Damn. Filipinos do be. Gunbound is huge in the Philippines? Dude, that's crazy. I just remember seeing, yeah, I think Gunbound, or I don't know if FlyFF was extremely populated like that, but dude. All right. You're an old head then. I mean, if you were playing RF Online back in the day. Sheesh. All right. Look. Everybody's old in here. I can respect it. The most memories I had were in Tales of the Pirates, though. What is that? That sounds like a Pirates of the Caribbean online type of deal. Yeah, everybody's old in here. Don't worry. I mean, I just turned 33, so old heads unite. Maybe not just, but I turned 33 in May. The other name for it was Pirate King Online. I've never heard of that game. I'm writing a book for my time in TOP. What was so impactful about the game that you're writing a book about it? So I joined a gaming community when I was younger called NoobTube. That definitely sounds like a younger community. And I met a person from the UK, and we hit it off and started playing everything. And then one day he said, I saw an ad for TOP and asked me to play. It was my first MMO. When did that game come out? We had the craziest adventures in that game, from toppling gods, staging coups, and watching kingdoms fall. Why am I in here? I stopped MMOs cold turkey for a bit. Because I got unhealthy and we kind of lost touch. Oh, that sucks. But about a year and a half ago, he passed away from health complications. How'd you find out? Friend of a friend? So I decided to write a book about our time in the game, but in fantasy form.
Oh, hello.
Dude, that's sick. Yeah, some friends told me he passed. A lot of us still keep in touch from the noob days, NoobTube days. So I wrote a farewell on his Steam, and his brother reached out. Wow, what the heck? I asked him if it was okay to write a book with him in it, and showed him what I got so far, and he said he was super down. That's fucking sick. Would you, man? Well, I'm sorry to hear of your friend's passing, but also I'm extremely jazzed up that you're getting the opportunity to make something creatively expressive about your friend, and that's something that people can read and kind of understand. The memories that you were going through, especially with such a, at least for me, obscure game. Kind of like, have a peek in that idea, in that life way back when. Want to see a little? Yeah, of course. I haven't been able to input it fully into the site, but I got a tiny foundation. Let me check this out. Macarian. Dude, that's so sick. Hold on. No kings among us. A true story lived in the tales of pirates. Dude, what is this? This artwork is so sick. No kings among us is a world forged from the ruins of crowns. Corin once groaned under the weight of many kings, each minting coin, raising armies, and demanding more than the land could give. The war of crowns consumed them all. Thrones stood empty, crowns melted in the relics of desperation. The land itself was scarred beyond repair. What survived were the war marks, weapons, and contraptions that outlived the kings who ordered them. Now the seas answer to fleets instead of kingdoms, and to captains instead of kings. Havens rise where courts once stood, and outlaws carry the only law that endures. No king among us. Not now, not ever again. Yo, that is fucking peak, dude. What the heck? That is some fucking... That is cinema. Holy crap, you have a unbelievable way with words. I'm the Thade, self-insert, and Mansell is Smoky, self-insert. Thade, dude. Dude, this is so sick. This is fucking sick. It's the great harbor of Torin, a restless city built on the tides of trade, greed, and ruin. Once a jewel of the crowns, it now thrives as a crossroad where every fleet, drifter, and relic bearer eventually passes. The city is defined by its havens, districts that split its soul and shape in its legend. High Haven, Low Haven, and Red Haven each cast their own shadow over the docks. Though each deserves its own tale, together they form a city that is both marketplace and battlefield, where fortunes are made, bled out, and forgotten with the turning tide. No banner has ever truly held Calveset. Ships rise and sink, captains come and go, but the city endures. A hive of councils, smoke whispers, and blades. It is said that to know Calveset is to know the sea itself, unpredictable, merciless, and forever hungry. Dude, what the? This is crazy. This is so good. I gotta glaze you up real quick. Holy crap, this is fucking peak. I don't typically read. I do occasionally read, but I don't read that often. But this is fucking sick. It'll push me to keep going. Please keep going, dude. This is fucking. I only read this part, but you have portrayed such a emotional and like interesting area. I'm talking about. Hold on. I gotta see what the fuck. Pirate Online. I don't even know. No, this is not Pirate Online. The Legend of Pirate Online? Is this it? Pirate King. Sorry, Pirate King. Or Tales. Oh, it's a chibi. It's a Fly FF style game. Yo, this is sick. Okay. Now this makes a lot more sense. This makes a lot more sense. Tell me what you think about the weapons of power. Weapons of power. I was curious if they sounded cool. Let me see. Shiloh Mall is a patched and battered blunderbuss. Its maw flared wide and its barrel scarred by decades of repair. Rope lashing and iron plates keep the weapon alive, each mark a testament to survival through countless hands and battles. The weapon's true terror lies in its hell slug, heavy iron cartridges sparked by a flint-studded glove. When fired, Shilomal bellows like a cannon and drops smoking to the ground. It is a weapon meant for one shot and one victory, a single roar that can turn the tide of a fight. Shilomal is one of the infamous War Mark relics forged during the War of Crowns and carried down through the drifters and outlaws. It is now in the hands of Thade Shero. To some, the weapon is cursed, dragging ruin wherever it appears. To others, it is a symbol of defiance, a relic that proves no crown outlasts the desperation that created it. Dude, what? Holy shit. Dude. What? That is so sick. Are these real? Like, these are weapons based on weapons from the game? Or... Sort of. Okay, so... So in the game, my character had a conch ray. It's like a high power ray of light that would nuke everyone in front. I guess I understand why. Why you like ray guns. Let me see. The Warmark relics. The Warmark relics are legendary weapons forged during the War of Crowns, when the last king, desperate to outdo one another, commissioned artificers, and mercenaries to make terrible instruments of war. They were born from melted crowns and forged coins, etched with desperation. Each war mark carries not just power, but a legacy. Kings are gone, but the relics survive, drifting into the hands of pirates, drifters, and outlaws. Owning a war mark is a mark of authority, but also a curse. You carry the greed and ruin of the age of kings. Dude, what the fuck? This is fucking sick. Warmark tides. The Warmark tides are the last king's greatest monstrosities. Colossal contraptions built not for single warriors, but to shatter armies, fleets, and cities in one stroke. Some were one-use engines of ruin, collapsing harbors, burning fields, or sundering fortresses in an instant. Others were enduring titans, rolling siege barges, storm cannons, and iron-bound leviathans that still haunt the seas. Unlike relics, which pass from hand to hand, tides rise like storms. They demand whole crews, whole treasuries, and whole generations to maintain. And when unleashed, they redraw the map itself. To command a tide is not to own a weapon, but wield a calamity. What the fuck? That's so sick, dude. What? Dude, do really, honestly, yeah, honestly, you don't know me, I don't know you, and this is just from an honest point of view, personally for me. You just, the way you describe these characters, describe this world, describe these weapons is just so eloquently portrayed, and it adds a sense of like purpose in the world itself, and it's so sick. Dude, this is fucking fantastic. I would never in a million years think it was talking about a game called Pirate King Online. I guess the correlation between pirates and like the whole idea behind it. But this is fucking amazing. This is so sick. Maybe you could help me though. I don't know if I could. I am not eloquently, like, I cannot describe certain things. I'm not very good, but I will help any way I can. There were 3 areas in TOP, and it had 3 types of pirates, and I'm having a hard time separating them. It's in the pirate types section. Drothan. Droth is more than a man, it is a mantle. The Drothan are everywhere, scattered across harbors, hidden in coves, etched in the walls of taverns and alleys. Their strength lies not in any single fleet, but in their reach. 100 sails flying the same sigil, 100 blades striking in unison. Origins, legends of the first Droth disagree, but some say he was a crown's executioner who shattered his master's diadems and forged them into the crown breakers. Others claim he rose from the gutters of Greyfair, crowning himself with nothing but blood and will. Whatever the truth, the name Droth outlived the man, becoming a title whispered and worn by many. War marks and captains. Not every Droth carries a war mark. Only a chosen few, notorious captains and warlords without fleets, wield them. These figures stand out from the swarm, anchoring the Drothan's myth with their relic. The rest follow, ordinary steel in hand, bound by the fear those war marks inspire. Reputation. To merchants, the Drothan are everywhere and endless. To rival pirates, they are the shadow that swallows smaller crews whole. Their sigil marks no safe harbor. When carved on wood or stone, it means the tide already belongs to them. Legacy. The Drothan are not a single crew, but a spreading contagion. Every port sacked, every ship taken, every rival turned or broken under a captain's war mark adds to the legend. The world swore never to kneel kings again, yet the Drothan sail like proof that tyranny wears many faces, and some still dare to crown themselves. So PvP opened. So PvP zones opened at 40, 50, and 60 plus. So if you leveled, you couldn't go there anymore. So we started in the level 40 zones that was on the land. So me and Smokey made a guild to take over the level 40 zone, and I based Drothans off of that. Dude, this is sick. Well, this is helping a lot that people are actually looking, and it gives me the push to keep going, dude. 100%. But yeah, I don't know if I can help in any way, but reading it has been very interesting, very revitalizing, honestly. You're really setting the tone for this whole world, this pirate undertone. The Scalen, or Scal, I think it's Skull, are the iron-fanged among the pirates. They are a fleet bound by discipline more than drink. Their sails trimmed sharp, their deck drilled like soldiers. Where other pirates thrive on chaos, the Scalen carve order into the sea, order written in blood. The Scalen trace their lineage back to the deserters from the crown's navies. When the kings fell, their disciplined squadrons did not return home. They painted over the heraldry, took new names, and sold their skills to the highest plunder. To sail with a skull is to follow code above comfort. Their respect chain of command honor duels to settle disputes and kill those who break rank. Their banners bear jagged fang-like glyphs, a reminder that the skull bite hardest when cornered. Merchants fear the Scalen for their precision. They do not swarm or riot. They strike like a spear through hull and harbor, plundering and brutal efficiency. Other pirates respect them, but also resent their rigid ways. Skull crews rarely mingle, for they believe chaos is weakness. The legacy. The Scalen remain a fleet that mirrors the king's navies, even as they spit on crowns. They are pirates, yes, but pirates with the memory of warships in their blood. That's fucking sick. So the level 50 PvP zone was in the sea, and you had to grind your boat XP to fight ships. Dude, you have this idea in your head of what it is, of what the game, what the idea is that correlates with the game, and then you just build this whole idea behind it, and it's fucking incredible. It's honestly incredible, dude. The Venar are the wild tide. If the skill or discipline, the Venari are storm. They sail not in lines, but in swarms. Their ship marks with painted eyes and bone charms. Their captain chosen as much by chance as by strength. The Venari claimed deceit from the first free crews who rose after the War of Crowns. They were not deserters or mercenaries, but outlaws from the start, fishermen, smugglers, and rebels who seized ships when the kings fell and never gave them back. Venari's life is chaotic and celebratory. Captains hold power only so long as their crew permits. Mutiny is not betrayal, but tradition. They paint their ships with symbols of the sea, waves, eyes, teeth, believing the ocean itself sails with them. Reputation. To outsiders, the Venari are madness at sea. Their fleets arrive like whirlwinds, fighting as much for glory as for plunder. Yet within their chaos lies fierce loyalty, not to captains, but to each other. Many who join never leave, claiming the Venar are more tide than fleet, impossible to kill. Legacy, where the skull embodied the discipline of the old navies, the Venari embodied freedom unbound. Their chant, "No king among us, not now, not ever again," echoes across decks and harbors, the battle cry of a people who refused every chain. So this was the level 60 PvP zone. They had the top guilds fight here. Demonic World would sell the gear we got in the level 50 zone to the top guilds to fight there. Level 40 Forsaken World, level 50 Dark Swamp, and level 60 Demonic World. Dude, what the heck? That makes sense. City of Havens, organizations. Dude, this is fucking incredible. The world building is fucking crazy, dude. This is fucking great. Holy crap. I don't know if anybody has told you this. As a random person on the internet, myself, this is fucking incredible. I think that the world you're building is just fucking... It's so realized. Coming from, you know, from a game that not a lot of people would, you know, take it from. Also, this artwork is fucking crazy. Dude, keep going. Keep pushing, because holy crap, you have something special here. Especially if it's coming from the heart. Especially if it's something that, you know, that really means a lot to you. And it seems like the way you describe things and the way you, you know, put the audience's imagination in this, I think you have something special. So honestly, just keep pushing, man. You're doing a fantastic job. And this is 100% all glaze. I'm 100% quadrillion% glazing you up. Dude. Anybody in chat, show some love. Show some love and check his world building out. Read. Enjoy. It's been such a fun time reading this and seeing the world that you're building around everything. Now I have to update it now. I still have so many notes in my pages. Well, just know that you're onto something. And you're creating something special. And with the world that you're building, I can feel it. I feel like your friend would be extremely proud to see this. Thank you for honestly showing that to us. First villain is the counselor of Varnis, Holland. Second villain, Barma the Schaefer. Third is Half King Rennick. Can't wait to show his brother when I'm done, dude. It's gonna be so sick. He's gonna love it, dude. I cannot wait. Dude, that is actually, that is actually incredible. No kings among us. Not now, not ever again. Even in IRL. Dude, true. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, that there's something so alluring about this world.
See anything you like?
That is inspirational. You are making a banger. And this is just the world, building out the world. What up, Dead Kills? I'll be having a wonderful day. You need to make another. I don't know how to play. No, I understand. Look, I just decided to re-roll a character, so. This PoE? No, it's not PoE. This is Grim Dawn. It's an older ARPG game that just came out with the expansion. Also, Jake, I found a whole dangerous zone that was basically like a whole ass map on its own. On Grim Dawn? So nice that I can finally see one of your streams as before. Yeah, my streams have been so sporadic lately. Well, I mean, Thursday, I usually stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I still don't have a follow age. I have to figure that. I won't be streaming this weekend since I'll be working, unfortunately, but so I won't be streaming. It's gonna be kind of sad, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you to Maka, dude. Thank you for showing some amazing work, dude. And I can't wait to see what you have in store for this world. Yeah, it was like East Bridge or something. I played in the zone for a while hour and still couldn't clear the zone. And the enemies got progressively harder as you moved further in. Maybe you just need to respec and try to figure out exactly what kind of weapons you want to use. Always, buddy, you make my day better. You know what? Thank you, Nightmare. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words, man. You make my day better. All the homies, thank you. But I got hella rare drops and sets. Yeah, I feel like we just when it comes to like building out a character, you need to kind of stick with like an idea of what exactly kind of effects and attacks you want to do. Thanks for being you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for being you. Oh my god, I died instantly. I think you should hit that zone, got gear, when you were like level 25 or 30. You're talking about the zone that you're in.
Come see what's left of my wares.
I think I'm just in a bad spot, leveling wise. But I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I have to do, like, I spent a lot of time last night just trying to edit some things. Let me tell you, that whole, like, PowerPoint video that I made, I don't feel confident in the video as a whole. I've been trying to, like, you know, figure out editing-wise how it would come together. But I hope you guys enjoy the video once I actually post it, because I will post it. Because at this point, I've sunk cost fallacy. I've sunk so much time into it. I gotta post it. Yeah, I went back and started filling out the map and areas we visited, and also do some shrine clearing, and I found a bridge to repair when you cross the bridge, immediately enter the danger zone, and it's huge. What level are you now? Dude, this guy is... Oh, my God. Dude, this would be fire damage. Side. Oh, this is where I died. What the heck? Only got like 3 levels from the zone before I started getting insta-killed by mobs. Made it to 27. But the elites I was able to kill had such good loot. Yeah, things are starting to get fucking tough where we're at. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just checking on some settings. Majority of the drops in that zone were either green or blue. Okay. I think maybe I should do fire on this guy. I want to do fire and bleed, to be honest. I already need to like reset my. Are these like fire attacks? Burn, physical. Okay, yeah. So fire, physical, bleed. I also found the dungeon where you get blood clots. What? What? Level 18. Damn. That you need. Oh, okay, okay. I ended up getting the DLC. My boss walked in. I had to duck off for a sec. What's your day job? Blood of Cathan. You mentioned your gear needed it. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I would have to double check on that character's build. Or, you know, I'm just kind of like winging it on the build side. Yeah, you really got to explore the map fully because I found a few good dungeons that don't have icons on the map. Yeah, the more you explore on the map, the more you gain knowledge on, and then the more you have the ability to actually do better, I guess, right? So I'm getting my ass beat. Level 14, baby! Can you respect attributes like the I don't know if you can. It's only the I know the skill tree you can definitely do, obviously, but yeah, I fucked up. My character need hella physical. I mean, we could always start a new character. I don't really mind it either, man. Did the spread all wrong. If I have some downtime, I'll probably like play during the day tomorrow or so. I'm just, you know, working during the day is very tiring. So that's the only reason why I'm not going to be streaming. The last time I tried to plan out streams right after working, I was so exhausted. Makes sense. No pressure. Yeah. No, we could play. We could play sometime tomorrow, or you know, throughout the weekend. It would just probably be like during the day. So like Saturday during like I get off work at like 3 o'clock, so I could play for a bit before I eventually just pass out because I have to because I work the whole weekend at like 7:30 in the morning. Sometimes I don't even want to game after work because I'm too tired. Surprisingly, I love gaming after work, but I don't know how. Like, for some reason, the last time I did gaming, the last time I did any type of... I played any... You know, the last time I did one of these like events that I play, that I worked at, it was Evo, and I was just exhausted every day after work. Important. What time is it? About to be 3 o'clock. Okay. Man, you know, some things that I found when I was like editing the video that I was working on, the Streamer U video that I made yesterday, the PowerPoint one. I cannot, for some reason, articulate exactly what I'm trying to say in the best possible way. I usually just kind of try to add, you know, I try to add like things in the conversation that just they don't come out correctly. They don't sound correct. I think that just comes with time on, you know, I think that just comes with, you know, keep on practicing my public speaking skills. I don't think I have really great public speaking skills. I think when I'm passionate about something, games or just talking about life in general, I feel like I'm a lot more articulate. Dude, so much space. I ain't got nothing.
Move along now.
So many quests. Yeah, that quest is done, right? Head back to the main city. Okay, not that. Is there another quest over here, or is it just a dude? Oh, yeah. Ooh, a shield attack like that? You get so many weapons, like, early on.
Got something you need stashed?
think I'm gonna sell all of this except for these level 18 ones.
See anything you like?
Ooh, this one too.
Put it to good use. I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Piercing damage, energy, spirit. I need 77. Oh damn, that's crazy, dude.
Plan well spent. See anything you like?
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Like I mentioned before, I won't be back until probably next Thursday, mainly because I'm working all weekend, and then I have to immediately go into work on Monday. So this is the unfortunate life of working 2 jobs. I really wish I had one job that I can focus all my energy on, and then work this side project, something that I really enjoy, but it is what it is. Life goes on. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody that hung out with me. Maka, thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out and showing us amazing work. Thank you to Nightmare, Jin, to Dead Kills. Thank you to Lank for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys. If you guys don't follow me, if you guys haven't followed me, check me out on all of my socials. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be uploading a video very soon, talking about Stream of You, and I'm editing. That's the reason why I'm getting off right now, so I can go and edit it. So we're just gonna be chilling. I'm going to be working on those edits. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Do I go to Mandy's stream? Mandy's playing Pokemon Go. Okay, we're just gonna chill. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys next Thursday, probably Wednesday night or Thursday. Check down below for my schedule. Yeah, we're gonna be making more videos. I gotta edit these videos that I have right now. Editing videos takes so long. So I hope you guys are patient. Thank you guys for your patience and hanging out with me. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys soon. Check back Discord, check me, socials, YouTube, everything in between. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. I'll see you guys on Thursday.